Once again, thank you, Randy.
Yes.
Thank you, Helen. Thank you, Reno, and everyone who's involved. It's good, always good to see our friend Harold here. He's here all the time. It's just wonderful to see my Waxahachie family, and that's what you are. I appreciate it. I love you. I love what you do. I will constantly tell people about what you do. I will always come up here. Love you with all my heart. Thanks for being music.
Start of the third year, and you started the first year and the third.
I'll get things started. I'll get you into trouble, you know. My pleasure. Thank you all. Got to make sure I get requests in now. Got to make everybody happy. I come from hard-working, hell-raising, holy-rolling folk. Our backs a little stronger than our minds. The story of our lives, written right on our hands, with every scar and callous you can find. These hands are bruised and battered by the walls I've broken down, and every broken dream's made them strong. These hands can grip like iron, catch your daughter's tears. These hands are working wood and steel and song. When these hands give up the ghost and I lay this body down, God bless these hands. Bless these hands. God bless these hands. These hands have known the crunch of bone and the burn of an errant blade, kept on working till the working day was done. These hands have cradled babies, these hands have cradled guns, these hands have pounded nails, punished sons. When these hands give up the ghost and I lay this body down, God bless these hands. Bless these hands. God bless these hands. These hands, they love the wonders of a woman's flesh and fire, and all the secrets of her body in the night. These hands hold this guitar to my chest like a lover, bring the music of my soul into the light. When these hands give up the ghost and I lay this guitar down, bless these hands. Bless these hands. God bless these hands. Bless these hands, let my spirit shine. Bless these hands. song has more meaning the more my hands hurt. This is the oddest song I've ever written so far.
You're going to be tough surpassing this one for odd.
I know, yeah, really. I mean, this one Wayne shook his head at for when I first said it to him. It's a song about that chord right there. Now that's a A minor 7/9. It's not the subject of most songs. This is the only song I've ever heard about that particular chord. Maybe it's the only song I've ever heard written about a chord. I don't know. I'm sure there's something.
Moody
else.
Blues beat you to it, dude.
Which one? Okay.
In Search of the Lost Chord, you know.
Search of the Lost Chord.
Yeah, but I
did.
actually found it later, so it was okay.
That's why we give him a mic, you know.
Yeah, you know, Ken and I've been together so long. It's almost like being married. In fact, it's a whole lot like being married because there's no sex.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, not anymore, anyway.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Let's hear it.
Now we've
Out there
forgotten
for
what song he was going to do.
Yeah.
Thinking about those sweet old days.
No wonder I don't take him out on the road anymore. The devil made me do it, made me write the song, sat on my left shoulder, whispered all night long, said I'm gonna get right to it, teach you right from wrong. You see, me and God, we got a good thing going on. Well, the great big deal went down back before the Big Bang popped its top. When every day was darkness, every night was night, and all the angels played in minor keys, and the music never stopped, and everyone was cool and high and hot. Meanwhile, God was dreaming up a brand new master plan, got a brand new dance with a brand new band. Said I'm taking off, leaving you in charge down here, my man. We signed a deed, she shook my hand. She hit a major chord on her guitar that rang just like a bell. Said, let there be light. And the whole thing went to hell. 'Cause it's all part of a damn grand plan. This is your part. There's heaven in the yin and the devil in the yang. It's all part of a damn grand plan. And I get the night moves, and I get the minor chords. Doesn't he look cute in red? Wayne Wilkerson. Now, man, you may not know just how you cross that crooked line between the danger and the darkness and the safe and the sublime. Way back when you learned to swing and sing that minor nine, you got the devil in your music and your mind. Hit the road, Jack. You can't go back to singing in the house of the Lord with that wild and crazy music. They won't let you through that door. If you're caught between the devil and the deep blue sea, you can save or lose your soul in any key. Guitar players? What you gotta do is just stay true to the darkness or the light. Find a brighter day, or seek a darker night. 'Cause it's all part of the damn grand plan. There's heaven in the end and the devil in the end. It's all part of the damn grand plan. And oh, I get the night moves, and I get the minor chords. Everybody sing, oh, it's all part of the damn grand plan. There's heaven in the end and the devil in the end. It's all part of the damn grand plan. I get the night moves, I get chocolate cake, and the good booze, and the bad girls, and I get the minor chords. Wayne Wilkerson on guitar. This is delicious iced tea. I brought this when I came here last time, and there was still some left.
Is it the kind with the cork in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Do you have your silly little 3-string capo with you?
Yeah, I do. You want to do
I
that?
would like to do that. It's been a while. And
Yeah, not a problem.
another one of Ken's really
Odd
weird
songs.
songs here.
Well, you know, I spend a lot of time by myself in an automobile.
That'll do it.
I think too much. I'm getting crazier. I really am. No, I really am. You know, and that's recorded now, so I'll, probably be used against me one of these days. When you're committing me somewhere. But
After everything I've said tonight, I don't think they're going to commit you.
be coming for Wayne first.
Wayne,
Yeah, neither one of us were blondes when we started. I don't know exactly where this song came from. I just started and let my mind tell a story. I did start the song with a line that I stole from the movie Amélie. It was just a line that hung me up the first time I watched the film. And no, doesn't start out in French. It's the English translation. And this one hung me up the first time I saw it. And the line is, if you haven't heard it before, it's and the Cardinals are practicing their backhands. Now, most people would just blow that one off and move right on. I chalk it up maybe to my Tourette's syndrome. I don't know. I do have Tourette's, and one of my symptoms of echolalia, which is a marvelous thing for a songwriter to have. I'll tell you that right now, because you taste words and you know what they feel like coming out of your gut. But certain things like that hang you up, and you got to do something with them. So after repeating that phrase over and over and over again for about 5 minutes, I realized I needed to write it down so I could go on with my life. A year and a half later, I'm starting a song with it. The Cardinals are practicing their backhands. on the grass court behind soccer court. Jessica is watching from her window. She loves her room so. Jessica writes poetry by candlelight and touches herself in the dark. She knows she'll go to hell for it, but at 14 there are worse things than hell. The Archbishop's name once was Michael. He's a man who has made up his mind. At 61 he's given up his body and his soul to the Sacred Heart of Jesus. Sacred Hearts, Sacred Heart. Even though we universe apart, each and every one a Sacred Heart. The Archbishop loses his footing. Red beretta flying as he falls. Jessica's laughing as she watches him tumble to the grass. Then he spies her at the window, touching her lips to the glass. Waves his beretta in the air as he rises. Jessica waves back and smiles. Sacred Hearts, Sacred Heart. Even though we universe apart, each and every one a Sacred Heart. The Archbishop never knows the body of a woman, wonders while she bears his child. Jessica will never know the body of Christ. Both of them will find their own way home. Sacred Hearts, Sacred Heart. Even though we universe apart, each and every one a Sacred Heart. Sacred Heart, Sacred Heart. Even though we universe apart, each and every one a Sacred Heart. Each and every one a Sacred Heart. Each and every one a Sacred Heart. Each and every one.
That's a good one.
Thank you very much.
I used to call that his Frenchified tune.
It's a blank verse, by the way. It's hard to write a formal song like that. Your blank verse, make it come out natural. Pete and my hero, Paul Simon, is a master at that. Just really pulls it off well. Fascinating stuff. For people like, fascinates me. Everybody got their favorite dish. Hot buttered muffins at the top of my list. 'Cause I love muffins, hot buttered muffins from the oven. Nothing said loving like hot buttered muffins from the oven. Yeah, you can have your cake, eat it too. Give me hot buttered muffins and I'll stay with you. Love them muffins, hot buttered muffins from the oven. Nothing said loving like hot buttered muffins from the oven. Y'all getting hungry? Play it, Wayne. Play it again. Well, now you don't need jelly or you don't need cheese. Big hunk of butter bring me to my knees. 'Cause I love muffins, hot buttered muffins from the oven. Nothing said loving like hot buttered muffins from the oven. Well, you just open that muffin, slip that butter on in. Take yourself a great big bite. Get it all over your chinny chin chin. Wipe that smile off your face. Nothing said loving like hot buttered muffins from the oven. More muffin music, Wayne. Let's hear for Wayne Wilkerson on guitar. How many of you folks out there have never ever heard this song before? Raise your hand. Probably figured it out there, right? Don't you think I ought to be selling this song to Pillsbury? Can't you see the Pillsbury Doughboys singing this song, wearing sunglasses, Kenny cashing royalty checks? I love it. Sing it, Doughboy. Now butter your biscuits and I butter your buns. Butter your muffin till the morning comes. I love muffins, hot buttered muffins from the oven. Woo-hoo. Nothing said loving like hot buttered muffins from the oven. Take me home. Well, nothing said loving like hot buttered muffins from the oven. Cheers. Time to libate.
Yeah, time to loosen up.
Iced tea is hot.
This is water.
Chase them with tequila rice.
Water's good for everything you do. Imagination goes wild, huh? Y'all are just thinking about it too much.
Butter's better.
Butter's better.
Smart balance.
And in Missoula they use Mazzola. But did Steve Brooks do that song while he was here? Okay, all right. So, let's see if this will work. Real men don't like lawyers. Real men don't like rules. Real men would rather kick your ass than sue. Real men scare each other. Real men don't complain. Real men shoulder everybody's pain. Real men fight with the flood of their emotions. Love to watch real women walking by. Real men lose their innocence in wars across the ocean. Real men think their fathers never die. No, they just can't seem to tell that man goodbye. Real men don't ask directions, so they stand out in the cold. Real men need real women more than gold. Real men don't say nigger. Real men don't say die. Real men love their babies more than Jesus. Real men lay their dreams aside in quiet desperation. Learn to build a wall around their hearts. Real men long to live their lives in love and contemplation, but they just can't find a place and time to start. Real men cry when their daughters up and married, and their sons are old enough to be men too. But mostly all alone at night with the burden that they carry, 'cause this world, it just won't let them do what a real man's gotta do. See, don't you like that song better when Wayne's playing with me? Isn't it cool? You know, it's cool. It really is.
It's my job to make your songs longer.
You don't make that one that much longer, but you do make it better. All right, everybody ready to sing along?
Yeah.
Didn't sound too convincing.
Sure.
Yes.
Let's see. I don't know if whoever hears this online is going to believe you, but make them believe you. Okay, this next song is written in the form of a talking blues, but I'm not going to make you talk. I'm going to ask you to sing because I wrote a melody for the chorus of this song, and that's all I'm going to tell you because some of you already can help me out with it. All night long, I've been telling you the truth. This next song is just a bald-faced lie. It's merely the product of long, uninterrupted hours by myself in an automobile. now Billy Joe was sinking low. The folk singing business was so damn slow. He was looking through the classifieds for a 9 to 5. Singing for tips and topless bars. Singing for parties behind parked cars. Singing anywhere he could just to stay alive. Well, he was singing in a dive one August night. The weather was hot and he was tight. Suddenly something snapped and totally spaced. He was so far gone he had nothing to lose, so he shucked his pants, shirt and shoes, walked out on stage and sang Amazing Grace. A cappella, of course. Crowd went wild. Half the audience got up and joined him on the last verse. Picture that. Here we go. Here comes Billy Joe Coker, the only one original strip folker, wearing nothing but a smile and singing his songs for you. Here comes Billy Joe Coker, the only one original strip folker, Rolling Stones' first fold-out interview. You know it, word got around. Folks were coming from all over town to hear and see this guy called Billy Joe. Then a big producer from out in L.A. showed up one night and he was heard to say, "Get that bad boy's butt on video." And the rest is history. Papers read first, Dylan went electric, now Coker goes nude. Y'all ready to sing? Take a big breath. Here comes Billy Joe Coker, the only one original strip folker, wearing nothing but a smile and singing his songs for you. Sing it, Harold. Here comes Billy Joe Coker, the only one original strip folker, Rolling Stones' first fold-out interview. Well, now Billy Joe's got it made in the shade, touring the country, getting laid. He got a regular column in Sing Out magazine. Got a custom guitar, a plexiglass, a tattoo painted down the middle of his back with a arrow pointing down in big low green. It says, "Eat your reiki, breaky, heart out, Billy Ray." And the moral of this little story is, if you're gonna survive in showbiz, you won't ever want to remember who you are. You gotta work hard, never quit. Gotta have class, you gotta have grit, but you gotta have a gimmick if you really wanna be a star. Last time. Here comes Billy Joe Coker, the only one original strip folker, wearing nothing but a smile and singing his songs for you. Big breath. Here comes Billy Joe Coker, the only one original strip folker, Rolling Stones' first fold-out interview. Rolling Stones' first fold-out interview. It comes. Good job.
How about one of our F?
Yeah, one of those. Yeah, this is the kind of song that I started writing because of Wayne. This kind of song.
Yes. Not lyrically, musically.
If you ever get the chance, by the way, Wayne plays with Pete and his band. Wayne's been playing, he and I have been playing together for 17 years. He plays with the Thunderbolts. He plays with a number of singer-songwriters in the Houston area, but he also has a great swing band, the Swingfield Playboys. I'm interested in that kind of stuff, but I grew up in the folk rock era. I didn't learn all these chords.
Neither did I.
But you learned them before I did.
Well, yeah.
And then showed them to me. So, here's a product of going to the Wayne Wilkerson Quarter of the Month School.
Talk about Kimmy.
You got to work in a shop to learn these. Might have been the night, might have been the moon, might have been the sight of other lovers in the room, might have been my imagination, but didn't we just fall in love? Could have been a sigh, could have been a song, could have been the wine to help the mood along. Could have been the combination. Didn't we just fall in love? Unless it's just some little thing I missed. Best guess it must have been the first time we kissed, with so much sweet temptation fall in love. Yeah, I should have seen it coming, should have smelled perfume, should have heard the humming of bees around the bloom, should have known that old sensation. Didn't we just fall in love? Wayne Wilkerson on guitar. Unless it's just some little thing I missed. Best guess it must have been the first time we kissed, with so much sweet temptation to fall in love. Or should have seen it coming, should have smelled perfume, should have heard the humming of bees around the bloom, should have known that old sensation. Didn't we just fall in love? Didn't we just fall in love? Didn't we just fall? Wait, are those your shoes? Those are cute. Oh, okay. No, no.
Yeah, but I left my rhinestone eyebrows at home today. C4 borrowed them from me.
This one goes out to my old hometown, and one of my favorite songwriters in the world, and one of my favorite performers in the world. The old hometown is Biloxi, Mississippi. The songwriter's Jesse Winchester. And the performer's Jack Williams, who performs this, the Jesse Winchester's song about Biloxi, better than anyone I've ever heard. This is my version of my song. Drove all night and I'm tired as hell. I should have stopped along the way in some motel. I see the water and I catch the smell of old Biloxi. It's been so long since I left this town. I take the beach road, though it slows me down. It's nice to know it's all still around for me to see. Whoa, whoa, Biloxi. I'm always coming back to you. Biloxi. Sometimes I swear it's the only thing to do. Your small town nights set my heart ablaze. My dreams would vanish in those long, hot southern days. So I packed my bags and set my gaze on foreign shores. Oh, I chase my dreams, I seize the days. Every now and then, you know, it seems I've gone astray. In those times I find my way back to your door. Whoa, Biloxi. I'm always coming back to you. Biloxi. Sometimes I swear it's the only thing to do. It's 1 a.m., the tide is out, the water's muddy and the wind is high. Like an old lover's kiss, it makes me feel like nothing's changed. Oh, the sand comes blowing through my toes. Like everything else in life, it just comes and goes. Leaves me standing here again, calling your name. Oh, Biloxi. I'm always coming back to you. Whoa, Biloxi. Sometimes to do. Oh, Biloxi, I'm always coming back to you. It's my buddy Wayne Wilkerson. Pete Lippincott, you still here? Are you awake? Pete's driving back, I guess.
No, I am. I'm fine.
No, we're actually driving back.
Wayne's driving back. There's a price that we pay for the way that we live, a price that we place on our own precious time. Some sell themselves dearly, some give it all away to something without a reason or rhyme. And the hardest lesson I've learned in this life is how to get out of my way. Step into the moment, step into the light. Let nothing take it away. Some sell themselves for money, some sell themselves for love. Some give their lives to pleasure or some power from above. If my grandchildren wonder what I did with my life, I sold it for a song. Say I sold it for a song. Some sell themselves for money, some sell themselves for love. Some give their lives to pleasure or some power from above. I don't know the answer to a single blessed thing. I don't know who we are, where we came from or why. It just fills up the holes in my soul when I sing. I'll just keep on doing what I love till I die. Some sell themselves for money, some sell themselves for love. Some give their lives to pleasure or some power from above. If my grandchildren wonder what I did with my life, I sold it for a song. Say I sold it for a song. If my grandchildren wonder what I did with my life, I sold it for a song. I sold it for a song. Thank you very much, Wayne Wilkerson. Y'all be careful out there.